Welcome, guys. Say hi to us in the chat. Welcome to day 3 of the Spiritual Renegade workshop with Corinne Grillo. She's a psychotherapist, international best-selling author. She's the founder of the Angel Alchemy Academy. For today's workshop, again, let's make sure we have that quiet, uninterrupted space for all the good juiciness that's going to come in for us today from Corinne. And let's go ahead and welcome her on. So, hey, Corinne.
Hey, everybody. Let me know how you're doing in the chat room. I was so excited to hang out with you guys today. Oh, Adrian, you only have 15 minutes. Bummer. Okay. So while we're waiting for more folks to show up, I just watched a video this morning and I was like, oh my God, it's been so long since I've seen it. But it revved me up. So I'm hoping you will appreciate it. It's actually some folks talking about the Angel Alchemy Academy. So self-indulgent, I know, but hopefully this inspires you guys to take your spiritual gifts more seriously. It doesn't have to be with the Angel Alchemy Academy, of course, but just to explore more about who you are. So while we're waiting for more folks to come in, it's only a couple minutes, and then we'll get to a really awesome freaking day.
When I came into the program, I had no idea that I could do things. I could do this. I walked in as like a naive, shy little maiden who didn't know what was going on in the world. I literally walked into my own goddess energy, which was fantastic.
If I was in kindergarten or grade 1, you brought me into university.
I want this to be how I am in the world because I feel so good.
My confidence in myself has improved because I found my connection to myself through my connection to spirit.
I have that inner sense of confidence that I didn't have before.
It's changed my life on being able to be even out in the world. But it's like you walk out of one room into the universe.
It has been, a whirlwind of an experience.
All kinds of weird, fascinating, and wonderful things have happened that I never could have imagined.
I learned to remember who I was, who I'd forgotten about, and that's what I needed in my journey right now.
It just completely changed the way I view life. Things have transformed around me.
And there's no judgment, and it is all just love and so much support. It's amazing. We need this. Everybody needs a tribe like this.
Finding the most, this is I'm going to cry, the awesome, beautiful tribe.
You will have so much support out there that it's indescribable. It's like the universe and the angels carrying you on their wings.
I do have to say one thing about Corinne. The heart space she comes from when she teaches this class is just, she's true from the heart, and what she teaches is just, the words can't describe what she gives out and the value of this class and the value of everything that's taught and the heart and the soul that she puts into it.
I never thought I would ever be at this point in my life.
This will bring you to such a new level of connection, and it's just wild.
Nothing about my history has changed, but my view of it, my interpretation has completely rewritten my life story in here, for me, in my heart. It has had me fall in love with myself in a whole new way.
Your life will never be the same if you just start filling out that form. I don't think you will have 1 second where you will think this was not for me. I can't even imagine that. Your life will be completely transformed.
But it's the best decision I made. Whatever happens next, I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
You are amazing, and you deserve to feel amazing and know how amazing you are. And so I would say just an inkling, just a little idea that you want to do it. Say yes to you and find out how beautiful and amazing you are and how loved and supported you are. I can't even tell you the miracles that are going to happen for you. So do it.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So I needed that pep talk, So it's been a while since I saw that one. And all of those women are so amazing. And as you can tell, I love to get to know my students actually pretty personally, especially if I get to come around them in retreat or they show up in my retreats and or we do our little work sessions during the academy. So anyways, welcome everyone. It's good to see so many of you here. So today we are working on miracle healing and how we work with it in the academy. And, I just want to say over the years, with the portion that I'll be talking about today, I've been teaching this stuff and actually certifying folks for, I would say, uh 13 years, almost 13 years. And with we're going to be working with the mind body connection. But before we get into that stuff, I want to uh so today we're going to take one serious step towards becoming a miracle healer. I mean, there's a whole process, but I'm choosing the most beautiful, sweetest, and also most potent step to get you into the right field of opening up to miracles. And uh, we'll of course be talking a little bit more about the academy as far as the breakdown and how it works and what's included in these different classes. We're going to talk to another friend of mine, another graduate, Heather, who's amazing. And she's just a kick-ass a medical medium. She didn't know that, of course, beforehand, but she is a kick-ass medical medium. She's a powerhouse, incredible healer, psychic, all of those things. So you'll be getting to meet her. And as a reminder, I just wanted to recap what we did yesterday. Yesterday, we talked a lot about initiation and the power of initiation. I showed you the blueprint that I work from. That's an ancient blueprint, and it works. That's why I work from it. And the reason why I do that is because the best channels, it comes from not just dialed into just the psychic realm, because that's a whole realm, but it's about opening up to the highest possible realm and delivering the highest amount of information from source, from love, from the pure source of love. And we do that by integrating and opening up our field, our heart consciousness, expanding our heart consciousness. So that's a really important part of the work that we do there. And we also had a surprise visit from Archangel Azrael, who brought through your cosmic ancestors. Quickly, how many of you guys actually worked with their ancestors or felt the power of your ancestors kind of pushing through? Anyone? I'm still feeling the cascade of love from those peeps. So hopefully you understand you have a real star connection, because you do. And oh, good. I see so many yeses coming up. That's so great, man. If you can just keep that relationship, hold on to it, talk to them every day. So many people saying yes. Please keep it going. It's so wonderful. Um, and so yesterday we also talked to two other graduates. You saw one of them in this video here, Jen Goodwin. So essentially over the last 2 days, we have been working on essentially, I would characterize it as a sampling of a tiny sampling of the first 3 months of my 6 months training. But since it's such a tiny sampling, I thought I'd just go through real quick some of the just in a little bit more detail about those first 3 months, rather than saving it to the end when it's all just blah, 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 a lot of information. I'm just going to break it up here. So I'm going to go through what those first 3 months looks like. And then we're going to get into the miracle healing, and it's all about the mind. If you are wondering about what blocks you in life, it's all about the subconscious mind. We're going to be talking a little bit about that, how it interrupts your flow and blocks your true spiritual power and all of that. And then we're going to be doing a practice that's going to help loosen some of that stuff up today. And my goal and my prayer is for you guys that you can actually feel the pulse of the beauty that's happening when we work on this. So make sure to stick around for that. All right. So let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. All right. Okay, so is this the first 3 months? This is the first 3 months. That's amazing. Okay, so again, the first 3 months of the academy kind of focuses on those first couple of pillars that we talked about. It's really about building your light body, and also initiates the path of initiation. So this is the first time you're able to take either the first 3 months or the last 3 months, or both. And if you take both in all 6 months, then you officially become an Angel Alchemy Academy graduate, right? Then you get certified as an angel alchemist, but it's possible for you to now just take the first 3 months and become a certified divine channel. So that's all about becoming an angel channeling and psychic badass, essentially. So in that first phase of the training, we focus on building the power of your light body, gnosis, and embodiment, embodying your next level of gifts. And so through that process, those first 3 months, we activate, awaken your spiritual gifts. We take you through the archangel medicine, get you channeling the archangels, getting initiated by the archangels, communing and allying with the archangels, your guardian angels, some animals. And this is where we learn mediumship. Okay. So ancestor work, but mediumship. So you'll be working and communing with all of these allies in just those first 3 months. We also deep dive into energy mastery because there is no grounded, practical, clear channel without becoming aware and getting masterful about your own space, your own boundaries. And this also improves your boundaries in relationship with people as well. If you're aware of the energetics behind relationship, you're also aware it's shifting energetics in relationship without working too hard, without hours and hours of conversations. Spiritual anatomy, which is one of the keys. And let's see here. And of course, delivering on point and kick-ass channeled readings. So throughout this process, you guys, you'll be working with real people, working with other practice partners. And this is where our students really start practicing right away and breaking through their fear of intuitive work and, oh gosh, what if I get it wrong? This is where you really learn how to build and trust confidence. And trust and confidence are everything, not just intuitive work, but if you can learn how to be confident and trust yourself with intuitive work, you learn how to trust and be confident with yourself in life, in any power moves that you're making. So let's talk about today's focus. So one of the pillars of the angel alchemy is deconstruction, okay? So deconstruction is important. That's dismantling essentially this mind we have created, all of this belief systems we've created that we have been indoctrinated to drink in, or that we've just assumed things about ourselves. What has happened over the last lifetime of yours is you've created a mental architecture around yourself. And this mental architecture absolutely inhibits your capacity to expand into who you are and your deeper gifts. And so if you have that fundamental understanding that my existence here, so much of it is just this architecture. And the good thing about architecture is that it can be knocked down. And so the second half of the Angel Alchemy Academy training is about shifting these beliefs. First of all, identifying them, because it's hard sometimes to even see them since you've been living with them for so long. So I teach you methods on how to discern and understand when you're under the influence of your subconscious mind and the beliefs that are kind of planted in there. And I equate it to having seeds or toxic seeds that have been planted in your mental soil that you didn't know about, that those seeds are continually growing fruits, but the fruits that they grow are kind of rotten fruits, mostly because we don't know that they're in there, and we don't know that we're as powerful as we are, and we think that life is just sucks, but really a lot of it is our internal state and these beliefs that are like seeds that get planted in our unconscious mind. And our subconscious is so freaking powerful. It's like a computer, a master computer that keeps on reproducing the same program for you over and over again, so that it's happening so much, and it can happen for so long that you assume that's what life is. But the more that you do this work, and again, I've been teaching this, I'm a psychotherapist, so I'm highly interested in the mind and all the workings of the mind. So I've been teaching this for a long time. People have had radical, miraculous results just by addressing their thoughts in like 10 minutes. Okay. Like I've seen people release extreme phobias of flying, of extreme phobias in less than 10 minutes. And I'm talking about permanently release them through the methodologies that we teach. So when your subconscious mind is messing with you, you can tell by some of the fruits that your life is bearing. So blocked vitality sometimes is more of a a mind thing than an actual organic body thing. Sometimes it is the organic body, but we found over the many years we've been doing this, that by working with the mind, you can remove density, remove some of that dog shit, and also transform some of the beliefs inside of your mind to help you experience a more youthful quality, to actually help you look younger. I've seen so many of my students kind of look younger and younger. And I think that happened to me because I went to the gym. Oh my gosh. I think it was like 5 years after I was already doing this work. Went to the gym and the lady wouldn't let me in because she didn't believe that I was my ID. She looked at me and she said, "That's your mom's ID." I'm like, "That is not my mom. That's me." Okay. So this is the work because there's just so much inside of us we don't understand. But when we work in co-creation with Great Spirit, with Creator of all that is, then we have the capacity to improve our health, and also our pleasure. If we're not feeling a lot of pleasure, if we're not feeling passion, joy, if we're not having success, if we feel a low self-esteem, a lack of confidence, our finances suck, healthy relationships, feeling good in life, like I said, your energy levels, and of course, your belief system alone, even if you're not aware of it, will block your spiritual gifts. So this is why I include this in the Angel Alchemy Academy, not just so my students can learn how to blow their clients' minds with how they can feel liberated in such a rapid, fast amount of time, but also so they can deepen into the truth of who they are. Know thyself, right? Gnosis, self-gnosis is about disrupting the old architecture so you can dig into the real, true temple of the mind that is all of us, that we're born with, until kind of life starts happening at us. So learning to identify and pull these mental sprouts from the root in your subconscious is truly essential to the Angel Alchemist. And it's the focus of the last 3 months of the 6-month training. So a lot of these principles were kind of taken from, some of you may have heard of the modality theta healing. So it's working with the theta brainwave, and theta healing was channeled by Vienna Steibel. And I at first trained in this, but over the years, I in working with my own guides, my own angels and spirit, and the ancestors, there was new methodology that was coming through me. So I got to a place where I no longer wanted to officially certify people in theta healing because I was teaching a very different class. So I just figured, out of integrity and kindness to Vienna, and it's just, yeah, I just had to teach it the way I teach it. That's all. It is what it is. But deconstruction is, remember I said yesterday, you already are super awesome. Like you already are superstar power, ultra powerful. And that our biggest work is deconstructing, is detoxing, deconstructing. This is what I'm talking about. So for the last 3 months of the training, just real quick, the focus is on instant and miracle healing through the deconstruction and reparation of the mind and body. And so when I say instant healing, I literally mean it. And the way that we do that is by unifying ourselves with the divine. So when you unify yourself and you learn how to unify with the creator of all that is, meaning you learn how to shift your brain into a theta mindset, and also get out of the damn way, let your personality out of the way, and actually witness healing and become a really great witness at witnessing divine healing. That's when the miracles happen. So in this next part of the training, you learn how to discover and delete unconscious blocks to liberate your mind and soul. And remember, I said the hard part sometimes is even knowing that they're there. So we take our students through a process of discovery, and we teach them how to know what's lodged. And a lot of times the subconscious mind is the body. It's lodged in the body. which is why when we're doing processes, sometimes I always ask you to feel how your body's feeling, because your body's going to inform you the truth of whether it's an angel with you or not with you. Your body knows sometimes before it hits your conscious mind. So we do a lot of this body somatic style work in the second part of the training. And you learn how to dismantle phobias, fears, money blocks, low self-esteem, and any other toxic patterns with the theta brainwave. You learn how to reprogram. So it's not just about dismantling, but if you need a reprogram, let's say that you have been, you had a childhood that was full of abuse, and you learned that love always comes with a lot of pain. And then what happens is when those seeds go into your mind at a really young age, you tend to have a lot of problematic relationships that hurt a lot. And so this is a product of the unconscious or subconscious mind taking on the seed and growing those same rotten fruits over and over again. So if you have the belief that somehow love has to hurt, you'll learn how to find that belief, remove it, and reprogram it with love is awesome, or whatever it is that that you want to reprogram it with. We also don't just look at your personal mind. We look at your ancestral mind. We teach methods on how to clear and heal and from ancestral trauma. And there are emerging sciences that do say that trauma and generational trauma is in fact passed down through our DNA. So now science is catching up with these ancient medicines. You'll also learn how to do remote viewing. So to look at other people's organs, their bones, and to look at how the energy is moving in their body, which is so fun, so cool, and strangely, so much easier than you would ever think if you've never done this work, especially in the way that we do it. And, the goal is to always blow your own damn mind at how quickly the emotional and physical pain can dissolve. We've had tons of physical healings. We've even done group healings where, believe it or not, there was this child with really, really an aggressive form of brain cancer, and we did a healing for that child. And within a couple months, that brain cancer had disappeared, and the doctors could not explain it. They couldn't explain it. They didn't see it coming, and so we've had a lot of little experiences with that. There's serious power in the group. And when the group, like those of us gathered on this call that Spirit brought to you for this talk for one reason or another, there is miracle power inside of you. So much miracle power inside of you. You've probably already been the vessel or the conduit for miracles to happen already, but perhaps you don't believe people when they tell you, or it's just too hard to believe that you have that power. But if you remember yesterday's blueprint, that we all start unified with source. And every once in a while, we accidentally unify with source, and then a miracle happens, okay? It's a lot of it's unconscious. We don't know it. But what happens when you actually consciously make the choice and you learn a system and you practice a system and you commit to a system where merging with the divine is the actual goal. So how do we do all of this? Now, it's a lot more technical, of course, than I can explain today, but I will start you with the first most powerful step, which is unifying with source, unifying with creator, because all the work that we do is through the power of love. So in a sec, we're going to start that process, and I'm going to walk you through some beautiful steps to help you unify with this very potent, a lot of people can feel it when we do it, field of love. So before I do, though, I think we had Heather on. Heather, are you there? So I wanted to introduce you to Heather because I want Heather. Hi, Heather. Hey, Heather. So we're just about to introduce them to the creator and to the unconditional love of creator. Would you like to help us pump that juice for them?
Absolutely.
Okay. So Heather, let's quickly introduce you. Heather, what would you like to share about yourself, and maybe a little tidbit on, I mean, whatever you want to share about your journey through discovering more of who you are in the Angel Alchemy Academy and the kind of medicine that you discovered that you have and that you bring to your clients.
I feel like that's such a loaded question.
Okay. 2 minutes or less and go.
Okay, 2 minutes or less. So for me, coming into the academy, when I came into it, I had been consciously on my journey for 26 years before that. I would say that I was naturally born into many, many different gifts and abilities, but was born into a home where Christianity and all that was the religion of the day, so shall we say.
Du
And
jour.
so I was very much taught that a lot of the gifts and abilities that I naturally had as a child were wrong or from the devil, or it was, so they were very, very suppressed. My mom also very highly intuitive person, very gifted, but very suppressed. Very much has a lot of mental health issues surrounding that. So for me, with my journey, I did come in with a lot of ideas about what some of my gifts were, some of my abilities were, but really struggled with how it all fit together and how I could be in command of my gifts and my space and my energy, as opposed to feeling like in a lot of ways maybe it controlled me, because I am a natural medium, so things would just come and go and happen, and it really taught me that I'm the commander of my space. I am a sovereign being of will and choice, but it really helped me to bring all the pieces of who I was together and help me to feel and realize that I could really play in this and explore this. So it became like a playground for me, and I just play in it all the time now. And but it also brought me a sense of community. I struggled to find my place, find my people. It felt very isolated, very alone. And I, without a doubt, found my people and continue to find more people almost every day through the community that also is built. While it feels a little bit distant because you're online, that ceases to exist after a while, if it does exist at all. So that's sort of how I was not in a good place when I came into the academy. While I've been doing this for 26 years, it was in the middle of COVID. I'm a registered nurse. My relationship with my husband was almost completely broken. My relationship with my best friend, I hadn't talked to her in 4 months. And I felt very dark and very alone and very hopeless, probably the most hopeless I've ever, like I had no hope. Let's just go right to the chase, no hope. And so but when I started working with a 21-day program that Corinne had, by day 3, I was waking up at 5:30 in the morning. I had people contact me to commission some angel portraits which I hadn't done in 2 years, and things just started to open up for me again. And when I actually signed up was at 3:00 in the morning, when I couldn't sleep, and it was halfway through the 21 days, and I was like, I just felt myself really getting in tune to me again, really feeling connected to the community, and really resonating with Corinne's guidance and teachings and all these synchronicities. And 100% did not have the money. All went to credit. And I just did it, and I haven't looked back, and I don't regret any single solitary moment of it. And yeah, my life is infinitely different now than it was then, let's just say.
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Heather.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah. I
If you want a
remember.
miracle about the power of love, I do have one of those that I could say in about 30
Yeah. Let's talk about the powerful love as we start opening up the field of unconditional love. Yeah.
Okay. So this one is a personal miracle that happened for me personally, and Corinne was actually witness to part of it, because it all started in a retreat on Mount Shasta on our plant medicine day. And
was this during the Angel Alchemy Academy retreat or one of my other retreats up there?
It was a different retreat. But
okay.
But it was a retreat that was run by you. I did go to the final retreat, and that's where I got to meet people in person and the group collective. And when we met, I was like, I wonder what it's going to be like to meet these people in real life that I've known online for 6 months. And it was like meeting my sisters and my friends, and there was no difference once we met in person. So, but yeah, so it was on a retreat, and it was in plant medicine, and my intention was to bring in clarity and peace. And what I experienced was just an overabundance of unconditional love that was in the field, flowing through me. And I started, as it was coming through my field, with the techniques that I'd learned through the academy of how to balance my energy field, keep in balance with my chakras, call in some guides. I actually started really pulling this energy in through my whole energy field and through every cell and into my field. And so that's what I started with healing myself with those techniques. And then it was just like so overflowing, and I felt like I was pretty healed, but more was coming in. And I started with intention, then sending it out to the people that were in the group for what was in their highest and best. And then we had this really crazy cold northeast wind, which is blowing in the direction of my actual home. So I thought, oh, I'm just going to send some of this love, this, it was so bliss. It was like bliss. Just send it all to my kids, to my family, and to all my friends, anybody that was open to accepting it. So that's what I did. And it was an amazing experience. The miracle part was I did not know that, it's going to make me cry. I did not know that back at home, my 1-year-old granddaughter had COVID, and my daughter-in-law had COVID, and my son was the only one who did not. And my son told me, when I found out she had COVID, I said, oh my gosh, how is she doing? And we were on plant medicine on Saturday. Friday, she was so sick for 2 days, high fevers, and broke out in a full body rash. And the doctors were saying that they felt that she was probably going to end up being admitted because it was a sign in children of severe autoimmune connective tissue complication of COVID. And they were all very, very concerned about her. So Saturday I did the healing. Sunday we woke up. He said she woke up, her fever broke, her rash disappeared. And when they took her to the doctor on Monday, when they were talking about just to see if they were going to admit her, what was going to happen, when the rash was gone and the fever was gone, the doctors were like, we don't even know what just happened here, because to them, this was connective tissue disease, this was autoimmune, and this could have impacted her health for the rest of her life, long term.
Wow.
And it was just gone.
Wow.
And that to me was the power of the vibration of the love energy in the because all I sent to them was this blissful love.
Yeah, it's like you were open to it, running it, channeling it. And I mean, that's so powerful and so amazing. Thank you. I don't think I knew that story.
I just found out when I just found out, like
Wow.
when I came back from it was on our latest retreat.
Oh, this is a recent one. Amazing.
Yeah. And I was so hot. You witnessed this. I was freezing cold. I was wearing half my suitcase to start off the beginning of the ceremony. And I'm like, from Canada, I'm like never cold. By the end of the ceremony and for the last 3 hours, I was walking around in a nylon caftan with no jacket on. And everybody else is like looking at me, and I'm like, I finally was like, is it cold out? Because
Yeah.
I felt cold for 3 hours.
Amazing. Amazing. Wow. Well, thank you for that miracle story. And that really is possible, that the more that we work our medicine, do our personal work, clear out, open up to love, and just be willing to whimsically go in certain directions, right? At 3 a.m. in the morning, or wear a caftan. I mean, who knows what the real magic was there? Could have been the caftan. Plus love equals miracle healing. So
well, it was a really kick-ass caftan.
It really actually was. Yeah, you're right. It was powerful on its own, on its own accord. All right, you guys. So who is ready to experience the field of unconditional love? Because in the second half of the training, we play a lot with unconditional love, and a lot of us resist love. A lot of us, again, also, if we've had really traumatic experiences, we resist receiving love. So, what we're going to do is open you up to the field of unconditional love and see if we can help convince your psyche to take in a little bit more than usual. So, let's do the practice that we do, which is go into your heart. I want you to feel how your body feels now. And send some love, send the connection down to the earth. Sometimes just doing that is already going to start dumping some of the dog shit away. So remember, you know, you may have taken on some other people's energy even right now. So let's walk you through the process that we did just real quick on that first day, the me, not me. And you can just sing your name, ring your name inside of yourself, see where where you're holding on to too much energy. And you ask Creator, your guides, the angels to transform and release you from any heavy energy. So, what I'm doing now is just making some room for you. And you can invite in your cosmic ancestors. We'll take it to day 2. Hi, cosmic ancestors. Archangel Azrael standing with us. And now I want you to come into the awareness of a place deep inside of your heart. All the way in the back, pushed up against your spine, is in a way a little door, a little portal. And we're going to ask the Creator to help you travel all the way back to that first speck of light that you were. If you saw the blueprint yesterday, you're looking for that bright, tingly light. So I want you to travel all the way to your origin. Go back, all the way back. I want you to even sense yourself traveling inside, as if inside of you is an infinite universe, because there truly is an infinite universe inside of you. So through that doorway, you're going to ask the divine to take you to your source, to take you to the beginning, the creator, that spark that's so powerful. If you think of all of the world around you, that everything that you see and infinity was created at this place that you're about to go. So once you get a sense of moving through a bunch of lights, dark lights and bright lights, you're going to keep going back until you get to that infinite source. When you see that infinite source, you want to go all the way into it till you feel, sense, know that you're surrounded by only light, bright, tingly, pearlescent, luminescent light. And I want you to breathe this in to your body. And sometimes it helps if you roll your eyes backwards. So roll your eyes back if you want to. And this meditation helps you induce a theta brainwave state. So take a few breaths and I want you to breathe this energy in all the way into every cell of your body. And I also want you to say hi to the Creator. Hi, Creator. It's not quite a dude with a beard. It's kind of a big old ball, a big old sense of unconditional love. So let yourself receive this feeling of unconditional love. And I'd personally like to connect you, and your angels would like to connect you with what it feels like to receive the unconditional love of the Creator. So say yes if you'd like to receive the unconditional love of the Creator. And I'd like to teach your body to know what it feels like on how to receive the unconditional love of the Creator. So say yes to let us help you feel and experience it, sense it. So if you're clairvoyant, you'll see it. You'll see some light changing. You might hear sounds, high-pitched sounds, or any kind of sounds. Your body might start buzzing. If you're a clairsentience, that's your clairsentience coming on. So notice how you receive divine and intuitive information. What happens for you? Say yes even more to receiving unconditional love. Let it penetrate the deepest parts of your heart, of your bones. Breathe it in, and as you breathe in, you can set an intention to let go of any dog shit or any crusty old patterns of beliefs, any of that architecture that wants to just naturally melt away. As you feel or sense anything shifting, just notice how it feels for you. You can now ask the Creator and set an intention to download yourself to receive even more unconditional love so that it plumps up every cell of your body, fills the marrow of your bones, corrects any tense muscles, removes any aches or pains. And for those of you who were in pain before, I want you to notice what your pain threshold starts to be just with this exercise. Feel it, sense it, know it. I want you to sit with this for a sec. And if you can't feel it, you just ask Creator, hey, I can't feel it. Can you turn it up 15%, 10%? Take a deep breath, let go, and surrender. First of all, quit trying so hard. They're saying you don't have to try. You don't have to try hard. It just is. So no trying, just surrendering. And the message I feel coming through is this unification, this merging is your birthright. He's saying, or they are saying that this merging always has been and always will be. It can never be taken away from you. They're addressing the separation that you feel between you and your Creator. There's also apologies coming over. This is, I think, from your ancestors. Apologies coming over for any beliefs, ancestral beliefs that you've carried that made you feel separate from Source or not good enough. Union with the divine is not just your birthright. It already is, is what they're saying. And I'm saying when you really bring that awareness and that truth into your body, this is the field of miracles. So if you're experiencing love, and now that you are feeling this a little bit more unified with Creator, I want you to send some love over to someone that you know that may be struggling. Take some deep breaths and ask Creator to bring and send love over. So this is working with Creator medicine, with unified medicine. And this is the field with which we can start digging into our architecture. That is a lot more technical, takes a little more skill and work than we have for the time today, but we go deep with that in the academy as well. So send some love to someone that you know. Notice how it feels to gift them with pure, unconditional love. You know, it's like you don't need anything back. I'm just gifting it to you because that is the truth of the Creator. The medicine that we are surrounded by is constant and ever flowing. It's just our ability to open up to it and to become channels of it. And Heather is back. Heather, do you have any messages? We're filling up. They're experiencing unconditional love. Any messages for them that are coming through? Quick messages that are coming through for them on your end right now.
Actually, I had to switch to my car.
Yeah, I noticed.
So, let me just feel into that for a second here.
Okay. And while we're waiting,
so you can just, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk them back through. So when you guys feel done, I want you to come back more fully inside of your body. So bring your whole spirit all the way inside of your body, rest it in your heart, bring your awareness of the earth beneath you again to help you re-anchor, reground, touch your body. You can even say your name a couple times just to assert that you're in this body still. And this is your name. And notice how your body feels. Once you get a sense of that, feel free to share in our chat room about what you sensed, what you felt. And anything from you, Heather.
As I was feeling into it and before I'd even left the house, like the messaging that I was just really feeling strongly about is when I was making decisions and I was struggling, and sometimes there's finances and home stuff and whatnot, I asked my angels one day, like, and my guides, how do I know when it's yes? And they literally said to me, the answer is yes, Heather, when you say yes. When you say yes, you open up the field of that possibility. And whether this is your first time hearing some of this stuff and you're not sure, but you've always been curious, this is a great place, because whether you've been doing it like me 26 years and whatnot, whether you're doing it personally or for a business, this is a great place because it brings you into your heart. It brings you into that space of unconditional acceptance for yourself and love and letting go of all these old things that aren't serving us. So that was kind of the message. It's for you where you are at this moment.
Wonderful. Thank you, Heather. Yes. And Susanna drew a card from her Dream Weaver's deck. And oh my gosh, the card was Know All is God. Know all is God. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, Susanna, for sharing. Claire's feeling warm, fuzzy feeling in the high heart, sacral, solar plexus, and you couldn't stop smiling. It is a beautiful field to participate in. So imagine being able to spend 3 months straight working serious magic, helping your partners really detox from just decades of bullshit, decades of these weird ass beliefs that we're carrying from ourselves, from our ancestors. Colleen said it was beautiful. Yeah, so beautiful. And Shonda says she's cold before, and now her whole body is warm. The warmth and the hug of the creator beings. Jean is experienced suspended in a bright cloud of white light and love. And Carolyn thought of so many people she wanted to share the energy with. That's so great. So end the world. This is the whole thing, guys, is when you get medicine and you keep it to yourself. So a lot of us like to be humble and don't want to put ourselves out there, don't want to take risks. You are a hoarder of the medicine. So Spirit always invites us to share the medicine, to share with others, to even tell our truth with others, even as tricky as it is. I mean, I still cannot believe that I talk about any of this stuff out loud, because I started, like so many of you, like repulsed by the notion of saying any of this out loud in front of people. Okay. Repulsed by showing my face anywhere, period. So, but so many blessings come when you let yourself step into your power and just own what you know, own who you are. Scott feels incredibly still, right? And Scott, I'm getting a sense that's not a usual state of affairs for you, right? It's like, whoa, I am very still right now. And Altaras felt Azrael energy. Oh, yeah, so cool. Let's see. So many of you felt peace. felt warmth, felt comfort, felt embrace. I feel complete. You complete me, right, Georgia? Calm, peaceful. Oh, and Carolyn can see both of my chickens. They're sending you guys some creator love. Oh my gosh. Awesome. So working in this field is essential when it comes to repairing and recreating your mental architecture, your spiritual and emotional architecture, and even healing your body. So if the creator, and that part of us that's linked with the creator, can create everything that we see in the world and everything in our lives, there is no limit. This is the essence of miracles. There is no limit. Trisha saying she feels energy in her left leg and up and down the spine. Yeah, so noticing, right? And so the more that you do this work and really take it seriously, okay? Remember I said day one, this stuff should be mandatory. It should be mandatory because how else are we going to really come into ourselves and find peace in a very unpeaceful place, to be honest, in a crazy place? People are fucking crazy right now. They're going apeshit, okay? Batshit, apeshit, all the shits. And we need people who can own their authority, assert their power in a good way, okay? Not leave dog shit for everyone, but inspire, uplift. And the only way that I know to truly do that in an authentic way is to develop allyship, like next level allyship with the spirit world, so that they can open up new portals to yourself, for yourself. And it's not a selfish act. It's a generous act. It's a super generous act. So, Heather, if folks want to connect with you and experience your just powerful gift, the mediumship that you do, how would they connect with you?
They could connect with me through my website. I have my own business. I did not think I would, but I do. Angel Essence. Everything changed. Angel Essence, Angel Essence .ca, or on Facebook. I'm starting a new group up, Wild Souls Rising, where we're going to be Tracy Clatworthy and I are going to be doing a bit of collaboration through that site as well. So all different levels, and promo code friends for 20% off any of my services for anybody who's interested. I am an energy field worker, so I work in the field, so not just mediumship, but healing and everything. Whatever's in the field, that's what I work with.
Awesome. She really does. She really does. Okay. Great, Heather. Oh, there's one thing I wanted to, well, there's, because you've done all the things with me, like you've come to all the retreats, you've done all the things. So I'm about to actually talk a little bit more about, because right now it's the early enrollment for the academy. But I wanted you to share, because if you guys enroll early, okay, I'm offering 2 months after the 6 months of an unlimited access to my client list. And so some of you guys may have had a free 30-minute reading. So in this phase of the training, if you take that extra 2 months where I'm literally giving you some sessions, I'm getting you exposure to an international database, and I'm also wanting to give you some skills on actually how to convert those folks into paying clients. And one of the best ways to do it is just to freaking rock, to just be a mind-blowing healer, which a lot of our folks do. But Heather, for that part of the training, can you, because I just found this out a couple of weeks ago, can you let them know how much money you made? I know it's like, is that too personal, or can we just let them know how much money you made in that phase of the training?
We can talk about what I made during that phase of the training, because it is mind-blowing even to me. This opportunity, my mouth hit the floor when you said you were offering it, because I was like, what?
I know, because you had to pay for it.
yeah, but that's okay, because so when I did do that, it's such an amazing opportunity, because Corinne literally gives you you do your 30-minute free sessions with people. The number of people is literally unlimited. I had decided I quit my job and retired and opened my business, so I was dedicated. And I worked through as many, and every time I asked for more, Amber would just send me more names. So through the 2 months in that summertime, there was a period of time, once I got comfortable with it, once I got comfortable with the clients, and then using some of the techniques and stuff that Corinne also teaches through that process, I started making $1,000 to $2,000 a week while I was still in training with the clients that Corinne offered me. And that's not an exaggeration. It was crazy. I was selling packages.
You're selling packages, yeah. So how in total, how much do you think you so amazing? That's why I do it.
Yeah. So when I submitted so we started that process probably in, I think it was around May or June. And I actually registered. I had to register. I wasn't planning to register a business right away because I just imagined that I would, it would be like a few clients here and there. I had to panic, go out and register my business with the government of Canada. And when I filed my taxes for the year from that June until December, $12,000.
Oh my God. I'm for sure gonna get a cut. I need a cut of that. Jeez.
I know. And that wasn't even like, that was still me building, and not like, I did some in-person stuff here in the city, which accounted for a smaller portion of that amount of money. But directly related to the clients that I received, either through your website or through doing that, probably 10 grand.
Okay, so $10,000.
Yours.
So she made her money back and got an international database of people to work with, and she keeps probably getting clients still from that. So here's thank you, Heather. It's better to come from you than from me, because people are like, yeah, right, So
yeah, I know.
All right. So I would like to show you a little bit more of what else you would get if you join us right now. So thank you, Heather, so much. Oh my God, I love you. She just cracked me up. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So I told you this is the first year that you can take either the first part of the training or just the second part of the training. I recommend taking both because you save if you take both of them on both modules. Plus that opens you up to be able to have 2 months of, even if you don't want the cash, you don't want to do it professionally. If you want to be so fucking badass, you will say yes to working with strangers, even if you're terrorized by the notion right now, because that is what separates the freaking, a hobbyist from the real shit. You have to jump through the trials and the challenges, the initiations of becoming more powerful spiritually and more powerful in your life. Sitting with strangers is such an incredible gift. And you can accidentally, like Heather accidentally made $10,000, $12,000. And I do it because I want my students, first of all, to know what it feels like to be an international healer and to heal the world, literally, to heal people all over the world. There's nothing like it. I do it because I want you to see how you are capable of making miracles. And I know how hard it is for beginning healers to start their business. I would like for people to skip steps. We don't have time for bullshit. So let me help you skip steps. I work tens of thousands of people. I got plenty of people. I throw them at my students, and as many as you want for 2 months, like literally no strings attached. All right. Except for I'm going to get a cut from Heather for sure. God damn it, Heather. All right. So if you do the full training, okay, you'll get access to that. You'll have a chance to make your money back. Okay. And so right now, early bird pricing, you can go, did I mention this yet? Go to Angel Alchemy Academy certification.com. So for early bird pricing, we kick off officially in January, but pre-training starts in November. So our first like party sesh where we're going to get together face to face. It's not webinar style. It's all meeting style from here on out. I like to meet my people, see them face to face, joke around, and we all love to blow each other's minds. So that happens face to face. Early bird pricing, you're going to save $213 per module. I'm telling you, this is very low priced. I know this is underpriced. My contemporaries think I'm insane for selling this program at the price that I sell it for, especially because I just throw an abundance of people at them at the end for anybody who wants it. They think it's insane. I know it's insane. I never said I was sane. So you also, I'm putting on our page the retreat. Every year now that I have a retreat property up in Mount Shasta, it's sacred freaking land. After a 6-month training like this, when you walk on that property, shit pops off like crazy in a good way. You get deep healing, you commune and create allyship in a way that you have never created allyship. So I love this retreat that we have at the end. It's totally optional. You don't have to do it. It's essentially an add-on. But this add-on is currently $600 cheaper than it will be. And that, you know, it's my own property. It's on 10 acres. It cost me a lot of cash to keep that place floating. Okay. So enjoy this $600 off because it's not going to last. So if you know that you want in and you don't have to take both all 6 months. If you just take the first 6 months or the first 3 months, you can still come on retreat with us. Okay. Or if you only can do the second training, the second, third month, you can still come on retreat with us. And Heather may have spilled the beans. Part of the work we do is deeply shamanic out there. I get really into earth medicine and land, and that's really my primary thing right now. However, we also have a day of an offering of plant medicine. If you want, that's optional. We can talk about that later in the program. I actually about to start a training in all of that and teach facilitators how to facilitate plant medicine as well. Anyways, that's probably a little too TMI for right now. So right now, you can also have access. Early Bird is a 4-pay payment plan or an 8-pay payment plan. And you get instant access. So some of you might be like, oh, damn, it starts in January. That's a long time from now. Well, I have a 7-week program on tap for you. If you sign up like today, you can start that 7-week program that already starts opening up your mastery, opening up your channeling abilities with the archangels, and open your intuition, helping you understand who you are as an intuitive, unlock your divine healing power. That's a 3-hour demand. That's a must to do for sure. So we have all these little things you're going to get instantly for you to start working on, playing with. And when we come together in pre-training in November, you can even ask me about these things that you're learning already. Also, for those of you who are kind of in a place where your mental architecture keeps you in a place of a lack of abundance, I'm throwing in an angel wealth manifesting bundle to help loosen up the wires in there a little bit, redirect, rebuild some new neural pathways in there. I mean, whatever little bit counts. Plus, the first 10 people who sign up, who know that you're in, don't hesitate, because you, if you're one of the first 10 people, are going to meet with me and a group of your friends, the 10 first people who sign up, who will more than likely be your best friends, possibly for the rest of your life, because spirit makes no jokes. Like they're bringing together soul family. You guys, when you start meeting each other, you'll realize, holy crap, like this is my person. I've been waiting for these people my whole life. You have heard it from the mouths of all of my students here. They are super badasses, but what do they keep saying? God, my life has changed. And also, whoa, this community. Okay. And that's a shock to me. That was, I mean, to be honest, that's not why I started this thing. And I want to also be honest, I generally am afraid of spiritual communities. I'm annoyed. I'm afraid of the people. I don't know what it is, but I get all weird and willy, or I used to. So it's freaking fascinating that we have created such a like sweet community. And you know why? It's because they're freaking fun. They're funny. We don't have to, I mean, we can cuss, we joke around. No one takes their ass too seriously. We have a no drama environment. And also we're not judgy. Okay. We're not assholes. And so, you know, people can be drinking Coca-Cola. Okay. You don't have to drink goddamn kombucha around us. Just be who you are. That's the number one thing for me. And also we're highly inclusive. And so I really take special steps to make sure that folks feel included. A lot of us have been dejected or felt rejected by spiritual communities because we don't fit the mold. Okay. You're not walking around looking like a yoga student or whatever. Okay. So you could have a different color skin, LGBTQ. I invite it all. I freaking love it all. And I do not tolerate any kind of hate or drama in my communities. People get bounced out who show up with the wrong energy, because to me, this is sacred work and a sacred container. And I'm here to party. And if it's not the party vibe, I'm not doing it. So, Angel Alchemy Academy certification there. And let's see here. Oh, also, if you join me for the 6-month training, more things. You get instant access to my certified Oracle card reader training. You get your 8-pay payment plan. You get that access to the international clients that that made Heather homegirl, $10,000. Those 2 bonus months, if you really commit, it's coming. Clear your damn schedule seriously, and check in with these people, because you will be a badass, a super badass at the end of that. Also, we have events where we do live streams. Some of you have may gone to Love Fest, where people sit in front of hundreds or thousands of people on my pages. And so you can have a chance to showcase your work. Now, you might be freaking out because you're like, I'm not ready for that. Well, no one has to do it. Okay. You don't have to. But I'm telling you, at the end of this, you probably will want to. I know it's weird. I know it's hard to comprehend, but it's true. Also, the opportunity to add your information to my website, so people will book paid sessions with you as well. So that kind of covers that. I already went through the modules. You learn a lot of cool shit. There's a lot of stuff that you'll learn that I don't even say either here or in the webpage. So I am looking at oh, there we go. And the retreat, I got to stress the retreat, you guys. These retreats are freaking magical. So angelalchemycertification.com, you can scroll down, look at information about the retreat. And let me see, are there any cool, I'm just going to look in the chat room, you guys. Over the last few days, we have learned little bits of some really sweet and powerful things. And Carolyn's asking what days and times. Okay, nice question. It's going to be, okay, thank you for that. I didn't go over those things. Okay, so a lot of the modules will be self-paced. Well, some of them will be self-paced, but I want you, you can try to stay on pace with us. So there'll be some videos for you to watch, but I show up every 2 weeks to do Q&A, and sometimes we'll do some practice stuff. Okay, then my mentors will show up in the other 2 weeks. So ideally we want 4 weeks of person-to-person contact in Zoom meetings in one way or the other. So I will be coming on on Wednesdays, I believe at noon on one of those Wednesdays during the month, and then 2 on the other ones, and that is Pacific time. We record everything I do, you'll be able to do. Okay, and if you're not going to be able to make a session, then send a question to me in advance and I answer them live. Okay. Oh my God, Amanda, you signed up. Oh my God, that's so great. Thank you for signing up. Oh, I'm so excited. Amanda, you're the first official person that I saw sign up. So you're my first Angel Alchemy Academy. Oh gosh, in free training, we're going to dream in our animal spirit. So last year's was wolf spirit. The time before was owl. So I'm curious who's going to come forward for you guys to power up with you. Yeah. And Danielle saying, oh, hi, Danielle. Thank you for the feather thing, Danielle was one of our students. Totally worth every minute. So much love, everyone. I see a lot of you guys. That's Eunice. I saw Eunice too, mentioning that it was a great program. Amanda, Amber. Okay, so what else? So you're going to have mentors. And for those of you who choose to do the full program, there's a lot of other perks and bonuses, but we do our best to build authentic, amazing, kick-ass, down to the ground, real people, no fluff, a community where people can just like unwind, be who they are, and not have to front and pretend like they have all their shit together. Because no one has all their shit together. No one ever will. I definitely don't have my shit together, and I make a point of filling you guys all in on my tomfoolery and buffoonery so that you can feel better about yourselves along the way. Oh my gosh. I love it. Eunice, I know Eunice was one of our first packs, huh, Eunice? That was a long time ago, huh? Any other questions that I'm not seeing here? I would love to have you. Please join. I'd love to start meeting you guys now, start powering it up. Yeah, once we get through the holidays, we'll start hitting it a little bit more hard. But I want you to know, like, all the modules, everything's totally doable. And if you get behind, that's not a problem either. No matter how many times I say that out loud, people still in the program are like, oh, I'm like a month behind. And I'm like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just keep showing up and doing what you can and just do what we are. Oh, something else that we do is we pair you up with other groups or other students. Every 2 weeks you get a new partner and you guys get to connect and practice with each other or just talk to each other. So that's another way that people meet each other. Tina, you heading over too? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm telling you, these first 10 people, you guys are going to get to know each other, and I bet you it's soul family. I bet you. And along with soul family, there's always like the annoying brother or sister, okay? We include those people too. I really promote getting along with folks that trigger you, because if they're triggering you, there's a reason, and that's work for you to do with the creator of all that is, you know? So I love all different kinds of personalities. People who feel like the most outcasted person generally feel like they found home when they're around me, because we just openly, laugh and joke. Okay, Scott, you be the annoying brother. Are you joining us, Scott? Oh my gosh, Lisa Jones is here. Oh my God, all the fucking Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Such an amazing program. If you come to Casa Condor, you will meet Lisa Jones. She is the house mother there. She trained with me how many years ago? Was that 7 years ago? And she is like Mama Bear. You'll meet her. So many beautiful people here. You guys, you're going to make me cry seeing all this love here of our past students. And we're doing our best to cultivate. And I have so many surprises. You guys. Oh, shoot. Should I just tell them? Should I tell them one of the surprises, Heather?
Yes, tell them a surprise.
I'll tell them. Well, it's a little too soon, but I just want you to know, anybody who's graduating with me, okay, anybody who's an angel alchemist, whether it's my past years or current year, I have just, as of yesterday, officially formed a church. And the church is called Awake Community. My intention is for it to be international community. And we're going to develop community-based programs that help communities create authentic relationship with the land, with earth, with other allies. So my intention is to develop curriculum and to offer it to different circle leaders. My alchemists are in the first lines of that, right? Because I trust the work that you do. You've trained with me. I've taught you ethics, how to not be a fucking weirdo, how to not be a cult leader, how to be sane and safe in circles. So because I know that you know those foundations and you stuck around long enough, right? You didn't get too pissed that I was like, don't be weird, okay? That I would be looking to my communities, the people who've graduated with me in 6-month trainings, to become in leadership of that particular thing. So that's nonprofit, donation-based, and real leadership opportunity for anyone who joins us. Danielle, yeah. Well, watch out, Danielle, right? New Mexico, here we come. So, all right, that was one of my secrets. Don't tell anybody, okay? I don't even know what I'm going to say about it yet, but since we're here, guys, only several thousand people will know. All right, you guys, hopefully join us, okay? And I told you yesterday, it just shouldn't have mattered what I said today. If you feel the pull, please say yes. We don't know why. We don't know why you're called to it. I don't know why. But if you're called, you got to listen. If there's one thing that you learn this lifetime, you best listen to that voice, whatever it's saying. So stay in relationship with your ancestors, and come to the retreat. Okay. Don't even think about it. Come to the goddamn retreat. If you're going to join the academy, just say yes to the retreat. It's also on payment plan. And because it takes everything to the next level, it just goes crazy up there. Heather, are you still here? Can you just confirm that?
am.
Can you confirm that?
Yes, I can confirm that. And the amazing thing is like with the retreats, we come back again and again and again. But every single time I go, I think it can't top the last experience, and yet it does. And I feel like I shift and move so much stuff through those workshops that I live lifetimes, shift through lifetimes of stuff in one weekend. It's that powerful. I never knew true bliss, but I have lived bliss on that mountain.
Oh my God. I know, me too. It's so amazing. So it's all the things of love so embodied. You feel it in your body in a way that's it's even challenging to even describe. But yes, thank you, Heather. Thank you, Heather. I still want to cut though, even though you're helping me with this program and with our new crew. I don't know what kind of animal they're going to be. I still want to cut though, for real.
I'll take you out for dinner.
Okay. Oh, that'll do. Maybe a back rub, something. Okay.
Maybe.
Oh my gosh. So Lisa, oh my gosh, you guys need to meet Lisa Jones too. All right, you guys. Well, I hate leaving, but anyways, I'm feeling the love. I know that there's so much power here, and I hope those are you truly authentic. I honestly mean it. I hope that those of you who are truly being called do the thing, slay whatever demons you need to slay in order to do whatever the thing is that you need to do. Okay. And I'm hoping it's come play with us because it is really fun and peculiar. All right. Love you guys. Thank you so much, Heather. And again, what's your website or how do people find you?
Angelessence.ca, and Facebook group Wild Souls Rising. I put it in the comments just a minute ago.
Okay. Thanks, Heather.
Yep.
Bye, everybody.